Hey everyone, hope you're all having a great day. I am not ready for this. We are about to go through about 140 Nintendo Switch games. Uh, Basically more than that because a lot of them are like double packs, multi packs of all kinds. So it's over 140 games technically, but at least 140 actual cases of games. This is gonna take a while, so grab some coffee, popcorn, whatever you want, and strap in. So I'm going to try to go through each one very quickly, though. That's going to be kind of difficult, but I'll do my best. That'll keep me alive until the end, at least. Alright, let's start off with one I've kind of played a little bit of. Saga Frontier Remastered. Now, this is an import, obviously. It's all... Well, actually, it has a decent amount of English on it. But it also has some kanji on there, too. Now, I have played a little bit of one of the storylines so far, the robot one. I've been playing along with the physical strategy guide I have, and that has been a lot of fun. I need to get back to that. I've just been very busy. Okay, bye, Taco. But that is a beautiful game. The music is beautiful. The combat is a lot of fun so far. I highly recommend that. Just, you might need a guide. Because it is an older game, so it's not gonna really hold your hand too much. But here is Sparklight. This one is a Zelda, well, top-down Zelda-like roguelike, kind of. I still need to work on it. It just hasn't really clicked with me yet. I've been more in the mood for other games recently, but I think I'll be in the mood for a Zelda game pretty soon. So we'll get through this. It's only supposed to be a few hours long anyway. Okay, here is a pretty unique one. I have beaten part of this. Now, unfortunately, the glue that they used on this little sleeve did not stay together, so I need to fix that sometime. But the artwork's pretty cool. This is gonna be hard to pronounce. So it's a game from B-Side Games, which is now no longer with us, unfortunately. So this is a hard one to find. However, I've heard they've recently made a new physical of this where it has both games plus a third game that's not included, so it's even a better version. But this is the rarer one because obviously. But I kind of want to get rid of this at some point and get the other version to play the other game because, yeah, why not? Plus, I could probably get a decent amount for this. And it has a little thing there, whatever that is. Now, I wish I could tell you the name of this, but the only English word on it is combat, so it's something combat. But it's a double pack of two weird JRPG-like games, kind of. Well, one of them's a card game, the other one's more of a dungeon crawler JRPG. Which, that one I've actually beaten. The card game I have not. That's why this is here. Oh, here is Baldo, the Guardian Owls. It is a Zelda-like game in the top-down style, but with a Studio Ghibli art style. I am currently working through it as well, off and on. It's a very, very long game. There's multiple campaigns, basically. You can do... They've added a lot to this game. Just, it's probably over like 60 to 80 hours of content. Here is Senmora X, or however you pronounce it. It is a horizontal shmup, and it's also currently being played off and on, because I'm near the end of it, but I keep getting destroyed. Here is Powerumi Definitive Edition. This is a shmup as well, but this one is a vertical shmup, and This is one of the few on Switch I have not beaten yet, because it's a bit difficult. It has an interesting mechanic where you it's kind of like a rock paper scissors mechanic where you can change different colors of weapons that'll destroy different colors of enemies better and whatnot. So that's what keeps throwing me off, because yeah, I need to get used to it. But I've been practicing some, and it actually has a manual, so that's nice. Not much of one, but still. Here's one I need to open soon. This is another, was it vertical shmup or horizontal? Okay, I think it's horizontal. Yeah, but it is a Kai Katana Shin. I think I pronounced that right. Something like that. But this is another shmup I need to get to. I have been getting into the genre a lot recently. I need to open this one still, and I will do that pretty soon. Here's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I will probably never beat this unless I find someone to play it with, because I just kind of got bored, and I think it would be just more fun with someone. Otherwise, I got pretty bored. It's I don't know. It's just very bland and I don't know, not my sort of thing. But I love Marvel, which is disappointing. I'll have to try it again sometime. I usually like games like that, but it just got boring after a few hours. Now, here's Sega Genesis Collection, or Classics Collection, whatever. But it has 50 classic games from the Genesis, including stuff like Phantasy Star, I think. Yeah, it's got numbers 2 and 3, and 4. 4's amazing. It also has Shining Force 1 and 2, and many of the other wonderful games. I highly recommend this. I've beaten a few on it, but I have not beaten all 50, so that's why it's here. I will probably never beat all 50, but I may try sometime. Now, here is Monster Crown. This is a much better Pokemon game than anything Game Freak has made over the Switch generation, and yet I have not beaten this one because I get distracted easy. I think I got lost too, or confused on where to go. I need to probably restart it and try again. It was a lot of fun, and it's more in the Game Boy style as well. So, very neat game. Okay, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. This is just a good 3D platformer. I don't know why I haven't beaten it yet. I played a few levels and then I got distracted. I need to get back to it. I could probably cross it off the backlog pretty easy. Now here's Saints Row 4 Re-Elected. These are just fun, stupid games to mess around on. I have not even played this one since like the 360 days. I don't think I ever beat it though, so I need to probably try that. I just need to be in the mood for something really stupid. I used to love stuff like that before I found JRPGs. Now, here is Yooka-Laylee. There's no reason to own this version. The new version just came out. It's much better. It has... this was a fine game before, but it did have issues, and they basically fixed everything and added stuff to make it way better. So don't buy this version. Buy the Yooka Replayly, I think is what they called it. Replayly. Buy that. Because it's this game, but fixed. And so much better. I'll still probably keep... if I get that, I would have no reason to keep this. I could sell it. It's limited run. That's like a stain. If I can get rid of a limited run game, I'd be happy. I think the other one's more of a commercial release anyway. I need to double check that. Now, here's Demon Gaze 1 and 2. I have not opened this version yet because I was playing the Vita version since I own both of those currently. I'm probably about to sell them though, since I own this now, and it has some quality of life improvements. So I don't want to like force myself to play the older versions that are a little more difficult if I can have quality of life. Plus 2-in-1. And the other two on Vita, I could at least make $100, I think, for both of them combined. Now, here's Aegis Defenders. Another limited run game. I tempted to get rid of it, kind of, but it's also kind of fun. It's a tower defense game. You can play co-op with someone, but it's also like a action RPG at times, or action platformer more so. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I like the pixel art a lot. That is one thing I'll give it. It's just, I was playing it with a friend a long time ago, and I need to restart the file and do my own file so I can relearn how to play it. Last time I tried to get gameplay for it, I was very confused. Now, here is Batman Telltale series. I recently have discovered that I enjoy Batman, so I'm gonna give this a shot. At some point, it's just a Telltale Batman game. I mean, apparently those are like just story-driven, probably with QTE events, I would suppose, or something like that. But I don't expect it to have much gameplay. Here's Collection of Mana, or Mana, however you want to say it. It has 3 classic games from the good old days. One of them is a Game Boy game called Final Fantasy Adventure, which is not a Final Fantasy game, and then it has Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana. In fact, I think it was the first time we got Trials of Mana in the West, unless the remake came out first. I can't remember which one came first, but one of them was like our first time getting it. Which I've played through Secret of Mana, but I need to play through the Final Fantasy one, and then I need to try the original Trials of Mana since I've only played the remake. No. Okay, here's a couple different ones here. We have Origami 1 and 2. These are stealth ninja games, just really fun stealth games where you go through and kill a bunch of people as a ninja. And the visual style is just beautiful. They are both very mature and great. I still need to try the second one, but I love the first one. I'm just trying to beat it before I start the second one. It gets difficult, and I get stupid. So, one day. Here is Ninja Saviors something. Return of the Warriors. This is basically just a retro 2D platformer hack and slash type game. Kind of with a lot of goodies inside. Okay, so there's that. You know, I really need to hurry up and beat this. I've only played it a couple times and it's been really fun. I just need to be in the mood for like an arcade. It's very difficult is what I mean. I need to be in the mood to get destroyed and to actually try. But it is very fun. You've got, I think it's 3 different characters to choose from. 3 or 4? At least 3. But they all play differently. And it's just, it's so good. Actually, I think it is 3 because it shows 3 right there. Yeah. Oh, that's stickers. Neat. What are these? Little character card thingies. Yeah. But really fun game. I just keep getting killed, so I need to hurry up and beat it. Yeah, I've been getting better at arcade games recently thanks to the Evercade, so I'll probably do that soon. Now, here's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. It is basically a remake, remaster thing of the original Game Boy and DS game, the very first one. It's fun. It's more in a watercolor like art style. I kind of like it. It's pretty, but I have not beaten it yet because I think I did it as a kid, and I just want to pick it up every now and then and play a few minutes. Probably, I'll beat it eventually. Actually, that might be one of my favorite Pokemon games on Switch, because all the others have been pretty disappointing. Now here is Crystar. Speaking of disappointing, I kind of regret buying this. I mean, the voice acting and the story is fine. It's just the gameplay was so bland. The dungeons are so boring. Yeah. The combat, I couldn't power through it. I got so close to the end, and then I just kept getting destroyed. I would have had to grind a lot, and I was so bored with the combat, I just could not force myself to grind. Maybe sometime if I'm like out of games that I enjoy, and I'm watching something that I don't really care about, so I can just kind of grind along something stupid while watching something. Maybe. But I don't recommend it. I don't know. It's not great. It could have been. It could have been awesome. But here is Metaloid Origin. Another kind of disappointing one because I got this since I love Mega Man, but it's like a poor man's version of Mega Man. It feels, I mean, it feels okay playing it, but Mega Man's way better. Also, the dialogue, I remember seeing a lot of grammatical errors, which is saying something because I don't have the best grammar in the world, but if I'm noticing stuff like that, that's pretty bad. Running out of options of how to put them in the box. Here is Megabot, another disappointing Mega Man game. Now, not the whole game wasn't disappointing. I actually enjoyed most of it. However, I'm at the final boss. I will never beat it, I don't think. And I have tried to figure out how to start a fresh file just because I want to try to upgrade stuff differently maybe and do better the second time around. But I can't for the life of me figure out how to do another file without maybe deleting the full game from my console, because there's just no option. There's not one. It's so weird. I have some other complaints about that game as well. I don't think I'll ever beat it. I may even sell it one day. So, it's got a cool poster with it though, and it had a lot going for it. But man, here's one I'm gonna open pretty soon. This is Wolverblade. Yeah. Keep getting itchy. Okay, Wolverblade for Switch. It is a beat 'em up with what is it? Viking type warriors. That word. But actually, I should hurry up and do that. I mean, I've been watching some rewatching Vinland Saga on Netflix, and that's Viking related too. So might as well. Plus, I've had this for so many years, I'm tired of having it sealed. I'm tired of having things sealed in general. Okay. Here's one I'll probably sell as well. So this is 88 Heroes, 98 Heroes Edition, which makes so much sense. I love the concept of it, but oh, thank God the artwork's in bad shape. That'll make me really want to get rid of it. Yeah, I might put this into the selling pile. Yeah. So, it's basically a roguelike kind of where every run you start with a different character, you die, you start with a different character immediately. You never play as the same character 2 times in a row, so you're constantly having to learn how to play with a different character, which is a cool idea. But I don't know, it just didn't really click with me. The controls were wonky. I think it was like one-hit deaths, and I don't like that much. So yeah, I think I'll sell this, probably. It's unfortunate that it's not worth much, though. I'd rather wait till it's worth at least a few bucks. Boys, quit that. Dang it. Cats are so helpful. Alright, now we got another Pokemon game here. This one's called Cassette Beast. This is probably my favorite Pokemon game on Switch that is not Pokemon. It has a beautiful visual style as I drop stickers. Yeah. Even has a type chart in the back of the manual. That's really neat, because you gotta learn all these different types now. Now, this is an open world game, if I remember correctly, and it's incredible. You can jump, you can do all kinds of stuff. The combat's good, turn-based combat like any Pokemon-like game. I couldn't recommend it enough, other than the fact that this version is like probably about $80, so buy it digitally if you have to. Don't spend almost $100 on it. That's how you know it's a good Pokemon game, though. Like, it's going up in price. Now, here's Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. I've yet to try this, even though I should, because I've been getting into strategy games more recently. So, it's just like a... what would I compare it to? I mean, it's like Fire Emblem, but more friendly and cartoon-like. Yeah, good enough. Here's Immortals Phoenix Rising. This is like Breath of the Wild in ways. It's much more puzzle-heavy. And I really need to get more into it, honestly. I got so burnt out on open world games that I just haven't played them in a while, but this is a good game, and it's by Ubisoft. Like, they make good games every now and then, just not often enough. Pokemon Violet. Disappointing game to me. I have tried and tried to beat it, I just can't. Not because it's hard, but because I just get bored. So disappointing. I don't know. I'll try it again on Switch 2 and see if I can force myself to beat it, but it's so ugly on Switch 1. Here's Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion. I still haven't beat Final Fantasy 7 yet, so I need to do that first, and then I would love to play this. Oh, here's Breath of the Wild. Not much needs to be said about that. It was one of my first Switch games I ever played, as it was many others, I would think. And since we did that one, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition. And I'm currently working on opening everything I own, so this one is open. We got the game, and there's a steelbook under it. Collector's pins. Got the art book. And then it also has a very fancy poster. A metal poster that I'm gonna break. Almost. There we go. I love that that goes back in pretty well. Now, and that one I just opened today, so I have not played it. I will, even though I have not beaten Breath of the Wild yet. Here's Promenade, or Promenade. This is a very adorable 2D platformer collectathon with absolutely no dialogue, just they tell the story in other ways. But it is very pretty. Now, here's a double pack of Demetrios, The Big Cynical Adventure, which is a point-and-click comedy adventure mystery type game. I've already beaten that one, and I don't usually like point-and-click games. It was very funny and stupid. I enjoyed most of it, aside from some puzzles that I had to look up. But then it also has this roguelike called Project Xenon Valkyrie Plus. And that one's pretty fun. I need to play more of it. I just have not played many roguelikes in a while because I played hundreds of hours of Dead Cells and For the King and Enter the Gungeon back in the day, so I've just been taking a break. But I did like the few minutes I played of it, though. And it has a nice little sleeve. Ah, this one's gonna be hard to say too. Kyogeki Quartet Fighters. I should put this together sometime. What is this part for, though? I mean, that looks like a Switch case size. I mean, a Switch cartridge. I don't know. I get distracted easy. Okay. That's a piece of cardboard. And then it also has more cardboard. And then we have a silver cardboard. And a cassette tape. This is another B-side games, by the way. That's why it's imported for one reason. And Taco, please don't. And it's something no one's ever heard of before, because, yeah. Taco! No! Now, you know, I haven't played this since I was getting into shmups. I should try it again. It's been a while. I remember back when I got it, it was very hard, and I got destroyed. So maybe I'll get less destroyed now? Also, okay, so that don't fit in there. What is the point of this? Just having extra cardboard. What's the point? Hey, that does fit at least. Okay, cool. That bothers me though. Like, I wish it was big enough to put the whole thing in, but no. Okay. Taco, quit it. Alright, here's Saga of Sins. This one is another just... It's a beautiful game, but it's a 2D action platformer mostly, with a weird mechanic and whatnot, but it's just, like, stained glass, just beautiful art, and very like underrated in my opinion. I'm pretty close to beating it. I think I get distracted way too easy, but I love the part I have played. Plus, it has like a hub world where you go around just talking to people and you jump into their minds, and that's where the actual levels are. Now, here is Earth Knight. This is a 2D auto runner action platformer type thing with another beautiful art style. It's hand painted. Now, this is one I will probably never beat. It is super hard. I suck at it, but I love the art. I just need to practice it and actually get less sucky at it. Here's the Lego Harry Potter collection. I started this recently. I've enjoyed what I've played so far since, I'm a fan of Harry Potter, and it's literally you playing through the entire series. Starting out on the first movie book was a lot of fun, getting to relive it in Lego. I look forward to playing that more soon. Now here's For the King. I love this game. It is a roguelike, like tabletop D&D type game with very fun mechanics that are just great to learn and master. I love the rock paper scissors kind of mechanic it has. Everything about it is perfect. It has multiple modes you can play, and just I couldn't hype it up enough. It even has a sequel now that I really need to play. I haven't played it yet, but I also need to beat a few more things on here. It's just very hard because it is a roguelike basically, and it's all random generated. Now, here's N++. Super difficult action platformer with over like 4,340 levels. So if you need something with content that just don't end, here you go. And the visual style is pretty unique, so it's not for everyone because it's kind of like a stick figure. Hang on, let me see if I have pictures in here. Yeah, that's your character. Oh, and here's the enemies, all of the enemies. Like, it's very minimal art style, like, yeah. But it plays well, it's momentum based, basically. It's just, it's fun to try it and try to get decent at it. It's very difficult. Here is Never Yield Aerial Knights. Or Aerial Knights Never Yield, voice. And we're not even halfway done. Okay, Aerial Knights Never Yield. Haven't touched it yet, it's still sealed. I will open it because it looks fun. It's, can't remember what it even was. I think it was like a auto runner of some sort, but I look forward to trying it. Unless it gets super valuable, then I may sell it, but probably not. Here's Orbital Bullet. This is another one that looks really fun. It's just, you're going around this little tower thingy and you're just destroying enemies. It looks like stupid fun. Now here's Mutant Mud's collection. I have beaten and I think 100%ed the first game. However, it also has one called Super Challenge, Mutant Mud Super Challenge, and that's like the first game on crack because it is hard. It makes the first game look easy, and the first game's not easy. But it also has a little bonus puzzler here too. So I'd like to beat Super Challenge one day. It's just so difficult. Here is Blue Reflection Second Light. I have played the first one all the way through on PS4. I love it. I cannot wait to open this one and try it out because I've heard it's so much better. And I mean, a better game of a game I already enjoy is a good thing. I can't wait. It's basically a magical girl Persona anime type thing. So, and it's made by the same people that do Atelier. Here is Ring Fit Adventure. I would be using this right now if I was not on the second floor, because I don't want to have to jog in place and be super loud, but it is the best fitness game by Nintendo by far. It's an actual RPG that you play through, but you're doing, like, you jog in place to actually get where you're going, and then you can collect things along the way, and you get in battles that are turn-based where you do squats and other exercises to beat the bad guy. They're your attacks. It's very unique. Not enough people talk about it. I do have the ring and the strap for it somewhere, and I thought I had the original box for it, but I don't know where. Maybe I don't. But here is Monster Hunter Stories 2. I've played through the first one. I loved it. It really surprised me because I've never enjoyed Monster Hunter before, and these are just the best in my opinion. They're kind of like Pokemon games. They're turn-based RPGs, rock paper scissors kind of mechanic. They're a lot of fun. I look forward to playing this. I need to hurry up before the third one comes out. Children of Zodiacs. This is a card battler strategy game in the Fire Emblem style. That's the best way I could explain it. It's a strategy game where you use cards to attack, kind of. It's fun. I keep getting destroyed and I haven't been in the mood for that. I suck at strategy games, so I need to play easier ones and get more practice first. Taco, are you back for more? Oh, hello. Could you lay down and stop causing trouble? Thank you. Here is Darksiders Genesis. This is basically the fourth game in the series, but it's, not part of the number series. It's its own thing. It plays its own way. It's more of a top-down game. You play as, what's his name? Strife? Taco, stop. Yes, Strife and War is also in this one. Oh, Taco, you are not being a good boy today. Alright, here is Galaxy of Pen and Paper. I have played this for about 5 seconds. It's a turn-based, RPG of some sort, but it's very different, and I'll try it again sometime. Oh, Taco, please don't. No. No. Go play with your toys. Or something else. Subnautica 1 and 2. Sub-Zero, or Below Zero. Taco, stop it. It's got 2 full games on there. I've not played either one. I don't know much about these. But I've heard they're good. I just really don't. I think they're just like underwater exploration games, so I don't know. Maybe I should try that soon. Now, here's Scourgebringer. This is a roguelike that is like super fast paced, kind of like Dead Cells in that way, but it's more of a state. It's kind of like screen by screen. You do one screen at a time, and then you go up, left, right, or down to a new screen, and then you fight enemies there until you open up areas to go to a new screen, and then you fight more enemies there, or go to a shop or something. It's just, yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's a lot of fun. It's probably one of my favorite roguelikes that I have played since playing Dead Cells. But I also suck at it. Here's your little tree that you can upgrade. very good one. Not enough people talk about it. It's probably one that I'll never beat. Here's one that people talk about too much, in my opinion. Hades. It's fine. It just... I have high expectations, and I don't know. I played it a little bit. I don't know. I got burnt out pretty quick on this one. But, I mean, I like the combat. The combat's nice and fluid and quick. It just wasn't for me. At least not compared to other games. I'll probably try it again someday. Like, it's a good one to just pick up and play, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. And I'm in no rush to play the second one. Kind of disappointed they went that way instead of making a new IP or maybe making a sequel to Bastion. That was like one of their older games that I really enjoyed. Okay, are you? Go down. Yes, not in the box. Now, here it's Cave Blazers, another fun roguelike that I got somewhat recently. Taco, come on. Now, this is just a 2D side-scroller action roguelike. It's extremely difficult, like most. It's got some cards there. I should really open those sometime. Maybe I'll do a whole video of me opening my super rare cards. Now, okay, this is pretty neat. It's got actual artwork in there. But that's another good one that no one talks about, really. Here's Blue Fire. This is a 3D platformer. Precision platformer at times. It's super hard. I get very lost easy because I don't think it has much of a map, and I just suck at finding my way in 3D stuff. But I do enjoy it. The visual style, the art, the combat, the movement, everything's good. It's just hard, and I get lost easy. I kind of want to start a new file and just see if I can figure out how to get through it again. Here is Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. I mainly bought this because it was super cheap and it comes with stuff. Even a game. So it has a game with a manual. And this game is just, I mean, Story of Seasons, it's modern Harvest Moon, basically. And it's one of the decent ones, if I remember right. At least I enjoyed it. I still haven't beat it, but I enjoyed my time. Now, it also has a stupid little plushie. And some cloth thingy. So yeah. Now here's Smoke and Sacrifice. This is a very pretty, dark, hand-painted game. It's very difficult. It is a Souls-like game, kind of. And you're basically on a journey to, as a mother, trying to find out something about your child that's supposed to be sacrificed or whatever. It's a pretty interesting story. It's so hard. But it is fun. And it's basically an open world game. You just can't go everywhere immediately. But it's technically an open world. In that sense, it has like Metroidvania elements because you have to revisit places a lot. Here's Ninth Dawn 3, The Shadow of Earthel. This is an incredible little open world, top-down action RPG in like a medieval Diablo like style. It's so fun. No one talks about it. No one knows about it. I really want to play the first 2 games as well. It's so good. It's very hard too, but it's so good. Here's Stay. This is a creepy little visual novel type of game, kind of, sort of. It's very unique. You're just a guy that's locked up in a creepy place talking to a computer that is talking back to you, so yeah, it's interesting. I might play it like for spooky season sometime, because I played it for a while and then I got to the point that I set it down for a few days and came back to it and my character's dead. So there's that. You can't set it down for a while and then go back to it. Well, technically you can, it's just your character's dead and you have to start the stage over that you're on. Here is Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. This is the sequel to the game I talked about earlier. This one is more in a Donkey Kong Country style, and it's pretty unique because once you start the game, you can immediately go to the final stage and try to beat it. I don't recommend that. It would hurt. I've done everything in this game except the final stage, so it's a hard stage. Now, here's Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is probably the Pokemon game I like the most on Switch that is a real Pokemon game, and I don't even like it that much. It's just... I've been so disappointed in Pokemon recently. Well, recently for like 10 years, but whatever. Here's Hotline Miami Collection double pack thingy. This is a really cool, like, top-down, what would you call it? Just top-down action game, basically. You're going through these houses, killing people. It's all one-hit kills, basically. So there's that, and then it has a really neat aesthetic to it with some 80s vibes going on, and can't go wrong with the 80s. I did beat the first game somehow, and I suck at games like this. I haven't been in the mood for the second one because it's so hard. But they're so cool. The music is really good. The visuals are amazing. They are just very arcadey and very difficult. But they're also very fast-paced, so like you can just pick it up for a few minutes here and there and feel like you've played something. Speaking of games that are really fast-paced and arcadey, here's Blood Roots. Super difficult. I like it, but oh my god, it gets hard. I don't even remember how far I made it. Probably just a couple stages in, or a few maybe, but it is gotten to the point that I just can't progress, and I have put it down for a while. I might try it again one day, but man, if you need something difficult, there it is. It's another one-hit kill type of thing where you're going through just stages of enemies, and yeah, it's hard. Speaking of hard, here's Mega Man Zero ZX Collection, Legacy Collection. This has all 4 Zero games and all 2 of the ZX games. I've played through all of the Zero games. I just need to beat the 2 ZX games on here, and it'll be complete then. But I have not done that yet. Haven't really played those since they originally came out on DS, I think. I remember getting them back then as a kid, but I sucked at games back then. I did not beat them at all. Didn't even get close. Mega Man Legacy Collection, or Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. which is technically just one, I think, because the 2 would have been a download code that I don't have. So that's pretty neat. I love when they do that. However, Legacy Collection 2 has the games that people hate the most, so it doesn't really matter, but I would like to play them at least once, because I have not. I played the first X games, 1, 2, and I think I played 3 and 4. I know I've done 1 and 2. Team Sonic Racing, probably the 3rd best Sonic Racing game at this point, right behind Transformed and the newest one that came out, I think. I've heard really good things about that one. Either way, I usually like those more than Mario Kart. Hot take, but yeah. Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. I tried playing this back before they updated it at all, and it was kind of broken. I ran into some really nice game-breaking bugs. It's fixed now, but it's just an old D&D game. But it was like one of the first ones more in 3D and not just top-down computer RPG style. Here's Metroid Prime Remastered. Everyone's favorite one on Switch, but I don't really care for it. I've never liked the Metroid Prime games. I just got this to try it again, and it still don't click with me. It's fine. It looks fine. But not my type of game. Saints Row the Third. Full package. I've played through most of this. This is just more stupid stuff from Saints Row. Which is basically Grand Theft Auto, but more fun and stupid. Now, here's My Time at Porsche. This is well, I thought it was more of a farming sim at the time, but it's more of a building sim, town buildings, life sim, action RPG sort of thing. It's great. I love it. I would like to beat it one day. It's just very long. All games like this are. And it's also got 2 sequels now that I really need to play. My Time at Sandrock, and then something else that's not out yet. And then we got Planescape Torment and Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. This is more D&D games from back in the day. Now, Planescape Torment is mostly just a narrative-driven game with very little adventure and very little action. And then this one's more of an RPG, like actual adventure RPG, so it's a lot of fun. It's got 2 very different types of games in my opinion. And then we have Pokemon Sword and Shield. I have beaten Sword, I think. I haven't played Shield, doesn't really matter, they're the same thing, but it's here. Here is Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection. I really like playing them this way because you can turn off the random encounters, and I really appreciate that. Plus, I've already played through 1, 3, and most of 4. I played some of 2. I'm not going to beat that game, I refuse. Unless I just get so bored one day and just want to, who knows. But I still need to play through 5 and 6, and I need to beat number 4. I need to grind a little more. But they're great. They're Final Fantasy. I mean, some of the RPGs to ever exist. I still think many other RPGs are better than Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy is overhyped, but it's just the one that people know, so whatever. Here is Grim War Once More. This is a very strange game that I haven't played much of yet. It's just digital soundtrack. I don't understand the point of digital soundtracks. Now, here is a full color manual sort of thing. Mini art book instead. That's even better. Nice. But yeah, this is just another weird RPG-like game with, I think, strategy elements. I haven't played any of it really, so yeah. One day. Now here's Digimon Story of Cyber Sleuth, the complete edition. I've beaten the first game. I've almost beaten Hacker's Memory as well, so I will be crossing this off the list soon. As you can tell, it's being played. Yeah. great Digimon games. They are just some of the best, and I can't wait to play the newest ones, Time Stranger, I think. Here's Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. This was one of my favorite, probably, and one of my favorite generations. Not even in the top 3, but still one of the favorites. And this was pretty disappointing. I don't know. It's okay. I just don't like the chibi art style, really. I would rather have an HD 2D art style. That would look good, but whatever. Here's Fire Emblem Engage. I've barely played any Fire Emblem games, so I need to get to this one, but I want to play some of the others first because I know a lot of legacy characters show up in this, so it would be stupid to play this first, but I might anyway because it's just fun gameplay. Now, here's Battle Chasers Night War, very difficult turn-based JRPG based on a old comic book series, I think, and I tried to beat it. I tried so hard. I got to the final boss, and that was it. I refuse. The final boss is impossible. Like, even if I grinded a lot more, I don't even think I can. I think I'm max leveled or something like that. Like, you can't beat it. Other than that, that game was so fun. The visuals were really good. Everything else was good. Just stupid difficulty. Now, here's Bravely Default 2. I still need to play this. I've only played the first Bravely Default game, and I only played it until it told me that I would have to repeat the same thing a few more times, and I was like, nope. So yeah, I'll get to this one day, because I don't think it does that. It's just when you have to repeat the same thing, including multiple boss battles of the same bosses over and over, why? That's so annoying. Now, here's Dragon's Dogma. The case is disgusting. I need a new one. I got it cheap though, but yeah. Here's a Western action RPG basically. Nothing fancy, it's fine. Here's Mary Skelter F or Finale. And I have not played it yet because I've only played some of the second game so far. They are first-person dungeon crawlers with a spooky aesthetic and a pretty decent story to go along with it. Now, here's Hollow Knight. Everyone knows of this and the sequel that just came out, which I have not played because it doesn't exist yet. I will buy it when it comes out physically. But I look forward to it. It's just, I never did beat this one. It just lasts too long. But it was fun. I just wish they would not make these so long. I know a lot of people like them to be that way, but not my sort of thing. I like Metroidvanias to be 10 hours long and that's it. Not 40 plus. Now, it does have a really cool map of the whole world. And the combat, the visuals, the exploration, it's all perfect. I have too many games. I don't want them to last so long. Especially Metroidvanias. Here's Shovel Knight Treasure Trove Edition. I'm currently working on a few of the campaigns. Like I'm doing the Plague Knight, I think, and then I still have Spectre and King's Knight. But I have beaten Shovel Knight's campaign. And yeah, not much needs to be said about that. It's just some of the best action platformers ever. There's way more content on this little thing than there should be. They gave so much free DLC. I can't wait for Mina the Hollower to actually release. Now, here's Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. This has all of the Battle Network games, even the duplicates, since they always had extra releases, kind of like Pokemon. I've only beaten one of them so far, and I played through part of the first game, but then I beat the second game because the first game's kind of got some problems. So I kind of skipped it. Now, here's Disgaea 5 Complete. just another strategy game, kind of like Fire Emblem, but very goofy and stupid, and you can do thousands and thousands of damage and just all kinds of stupid stuff. They're fun. Just fun, stupid strategy fun. Yeah. Now, here is Eterno Blade 2, I guess. I don't know how to say that first word, but yeah. This is just a hack and slash adventure game that is very difficult. I am trying to decide if I like it enough to keep it right now. Here's Final Fantasy X and X-2. Hello, Taco. Another hot take. I have played 10 all the way up until the final boss, and then I gave up. I do not like 10. I mean, even up until that point, I didn't really enjoy it. I was just trying to beat it out of spite, and I hated Blitzball. I hate sports when they are involved in anything, and it just was not my favorite Final Fantasy. I don't understand the hype over it. I might play 10-2 one day, maybe, but I don't know. I was not impressed with the first one. And I've heard the second one, people don't really like it, so maybe I would like it. Because everyone loves the first game. Here's Undernaut's Labyrinth and Yomi, or Labyrinth of Yomi. This is supposed to be a really good first-person dungeon crawler. I have not played it yet, even though I've had it for over a year. I need to hurry up and play it. This is why I'm not allowing myself to buy anything new. I'm playing through stuff I own until there's nothing left. And then I'll buy more. Until then, I'll save money. Okay, here is Final Fantasy 7 and 8 double pack. 7 is going to be one of the next Final Fantasies I play because I'm sick of everyone talking about it and me not knowing what they are talking about, so I'm going to do that soon. Whether I like it or not, I will beat that game. And then I will play 8 at some point. Yeah, I'll play through all the Final Fantasies even though I have not been impressed by most of them. Here's The Messenger. Just got this recently, haven't played it yet, just opened it today, it's still brand new. There's nothing special inside aside from some extra artwork. It's made by the same people that made Sea of Stars. It's supposed to be in the same world as that, so I don't know how that's connected, but I look forward to checking it out. It's a 2D, 8-bit, 16-bit ninja game, so yeah. We're almost there. I'm so tired. But here is Suikoden 1 and 2 Remastered. Just got this recently. I will be playing it pretty soon, probably. I'm currently playing through the third game on PS2, and that one is fantastic. I've played through the first one before. I'll probably replay it on here to check out differences, and then also the second game I will play for the first time. Here's Labyrinth of Zangetsu. A beautiful first-person dungeon crawler that is very difficult, but it has a really neat black and white aesthetic and really cool monster designs. It's just so pretty, but it's so hard to do. Here is Mary Skelter 2, which I have played a bit of. It's pretty fun so far. It's just a first-person dungeon crawler with a good story and good visuals. It's very spooky-like. And it also comes with the first game on it that you can play after beating the second one, I think. I think you have to unlock it, but either way, it's got 2 games on it. Now, here's Sturmfront, the Mutant War. This is just a arcade run and gun type of, vertical run and gun type of game where, yeah, you're just playing through, firing all these enemies you find and all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's very difficult. I've only made it through stage 1, I think, but I also haven't tried enough. But I do recommend it if you like arcade games. Here is Kemco RPG Omnibus. It is a collection of 4 very mediocre turn-based RPGs, all with different visual styles and different stories and all kinds of different mechanics. It's pretty fun. I've played through a couple of them most of the way through. I don't think I've beaten any of them yet, but they're fine. they're good if you're craving that old, like, just basic RPG style. Now, here's South Park: The Fractured But Whole. I look forward to playing through this. I need to play through Stick of Truth first because it's connected, and I don't have that one yet because it don't exist on Switch, at least not physically. Now, here's Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age. I need to open this and play it at some point soon. It's just one of the many Final Fantasy games I have to get through. Now, here it is. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Infinite Combat? This is a visual novel, top-down dungeon crawler action RPG type of game. It's very mediocre, but if you like the IP, or well, the anime, if you like the anime, just check it out. It's fine. It's very mediocre though. Here is Empty Create's Gold Archive Collection. Collection of 3 different games. 2 of them are action platformers, I think, and 1 of them is puzzler. The 2 action platformers are very similar to Mega Man. So that's something I need to open up and play through. I could get through those fast. Now, here's Live Alive. I almost beat this. I got to the final thing that I'm not going to talk about because it's a spoiler. But it's a very unique HD 2D remake of a very unique game. And you can play through each little story in just a few hours, probably, or less. But then once you beat all of them, a certain thing happens and the game's not over, and then it's interesting. It didn't fully click with me, but it was fun at times. I didn't really like the combat that much. It was very weird. It was a mix of grid-based combat and turn-based combat. Yeah. Here's Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I've played through the first Baldur's Gate, not any of the DLC yet, and I need to do that and beat the second game. Here's The Lost Child, another first-person dungeon crawler. I've almost beat this one. It's just I got kind of lost at the end, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I may have to start a new file, which would suck because I put a lot of time into this. But it's basically and it has SMT elements like Shin Megami Tensei, where you're collecting demons and whatnot to fight for you. It's pretty fun, but it does get confusing on where to go later on. Here is Fae Farm. This is a pretty good little farming life sim. I still need to beat it. I'm pretty close to the end, but it's fun. Now, here is Burnout Paradise Remastered. I've nearly beaten this one. I just got burnt out and needed a break from racing, so I'll get back to it one day. Dragon Star Varnier. Haven't played this one at all yet. It looks like it has a very nice spooky aesthetic. I feel like it's probably a very mediocre RPG because it's a low budget one by Idea Factory, but I'll still try it pretty soon. Here is Fairy Tail. I need to get more into the anime, but I would like to try this out and see what I think. I've heard it's not the best. Here's the Diofield Chronicle. It's a strategy game, I believe, kind of like maybe Fire Emblem, but with its own. No, it's way different. It's its own thing, but it's a strategy game that I have not played yet. Here's 8 Doors, a Rome's Afterlife Adventure, or RM, however you say it. But this is just a nice black and white with some red Metroidvania 2D game. And I'm probably about halfway done with it. Got a little double-sided poster. It's pretty neat. Then we have Vernal Edge. This is a 2D Metroidvania game with a hub world that's in like PS1 3D aesthetic. It's pretty interesting. It's very difficult to figure out where to go though. Here's Battle Axe. It's another arcade game, just top-down action arcade game. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Now here's Galaxy and Skulls of the Shogun. Galaxy is a space shooter type game, and then Shogun is a strategy game with very funny dialogue. So it's pretty fun. Here's Loop Hero, one of the best roguelikes ever. It's a RPG roguelike with town building mechanics. And it's just one of those good ones you can pick up and play for a little bit or for a few hours. Here's Mercenary Saga Chronicles. I just got this recently. It is all 3 Mercenary Saga games. They are basically Final Fantasy tactics-like games. Very similar to that. Now here is Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus. This is a really fun, beautiful Metroidvania game that needs a better in-game map, but other than that, it is good. I just kind of got lost and need to figure out where I'm going. Here is Superliminal. This is a first-person puzzle game, I think, that is supposed to be really trippy. So maybe I'll try that one day. Here is Yes, Your Grace. This is a interesting, like, story-driven game. I think I'll probably check it out one day or look up more stuff about it and then maybe sell it. Akapara Collection. This is a collection of 3 different random games. 2 of them look fine, and then 1 of them looks really interesting to me, so yeah. Here's Dungeon Defenders Awakening, or Awakened. I think this is just a top-down dungeon crawler, but I could be way wrong. Either way, I'll get to that one eventually. Here's Dicey Dungeons. This is just a stupid dungeon game where you're a piece of dice, apparently. And then we have Faerun Collection. This is a collection of, I think, 3 different Zelda-ish games. 3 or 2. Faerun, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4 different games, actually. But they're all really short, so yeah. Here's Scoutfold, the Shrouded Insanity Bloody Pack, and Scoutfold Usurper. Now, one of them is a top-down Souls-like action-adventure game. The other one is more of a Castlevania, Metroidvania roguelike. They are both super difficult. I've only beaten the top one. I have not beaten the Castlevania one yet. Here's Hellnut, Badass from Hell. Bought this mainly for the visuals and the name alone. It is a top-down twin-stick shooter. It's fun and good, but not as good as Enter the Gungeon. Here's Death Road to Canada, another really fun, stupid roguelike where you're just killing hordes of zombies on your way to Canada where it's supposed to be safe. And the dialogue on the way is really funny, the characters are really funny and stupid. There's a lot of interesting situations you'll come across, and it's always a different story. It's always a different experience. And it used to be a very expensive game until we got a reprint, and now it is not, thankfully. Here is Ender Lilies, Quietest of the Nights. Supposed to be a really good game. I mean, it is a really good game. I'm getting really tired and delirious now. But yeah, it's a Metroidvania where you play as this little girl that controls this little character that destroys things. Yeah. Here's Blasphemous 2. Very difficult Souls-like Metroidvania in the 2D style. Lots of fun. I got to the final boss and then I gave up. I might try again one day. Here's Made in Abyss. Now don't let the visual style fool you. This is a horror game. A horror survival game. It is so hard. I mean, it's where you're going down into the abyss, obviously, just like the anime. It has two different modes. One, which is Hello Abyss, which introduces you to the anime and kind of how it starts out and all that, and it just introduces you to the game mechanics and whatnot. But then the real game is in Deep in Abyss, where you play a fresh story, a fresh character, but you're just going down into the abyss and seeing how far you can get. It's a lot of fun. I need to play it during spooky season, probably. But there's that. And then we have Darkest Dungeon Collector's Edition. This is a very fun, difficult turn-based RPG dungeon crawler sort of thing with a hub world that you can upgrade stuff at. It's a lot of fun. It's very difficult. It's very stressful. Metroid Dread. I need to try this one again. The gameplay is very smooth and good. The music's fine. I just hate the Emmys. I don't like that mechanic, but other than that, it's fun. Here is Trials Rising. Another fun, just basic arcade game where you are on a dirt bike, just trying to get through levels, seeing how fast you can, and it's very difficult. It's a lot of fun though. Cavern of Dreams. This is a 3D platformer, collectathon sort of thing that I'm gonna throw on the ground now. It's all about you collecting these little eggs throughout the whole game, and it's very cute. I just haven't beat it yet. I'm very good at getting lost in games like that. Now, here's Sir Love-A-Lot. This is just a basic 2D platformer that is level-based, basically. It's very fun and short. I just need to put more time into it. Here's Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. I mean, what could be said about this? It has a lot of really good games on it. My favorite would be the Beat 'em Up the Punisher game. That is really neat that they added that. I already beat that. Then it also has Marvel vs. Capcom, which is everyone else's favorite, and it has many others. So yeah, great collection. I'm so happy they're doing these now. Even though I don't like fighting games that much, I'm still gonna do it because of what they are. Like I have this one too, the fighting collection of more modern games, kind of, or arcade games or whatever. But yeah, it has Night Warriors, Darkstalker, Red Earth, Gem Fighter. Yeah, it's got a lot. Dragon Quest Monsters, another pretty good Pokemon-like game that I'm about halfway through, but it's also very similar to the original Dragon Warrior Monsters games too, if you played those on Game Boy. It's very much like that, just with modern aesthetic. Here's Zenith. This is a comedic action RPG, which is story-driven, and I just need to play through it more. But you get to see singing spiders in it, so it's pretty cool. Here's Bard's Gold. This is a arcade action platformer kind of thing. It's just basic fun. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. This goes through all of the different animes, basically, and you can play against all the characters, playing the actual game. It's a lot of fun if you like the actual card game. Streets of Rogue. Another really good roguelike. It's just good to pick it up and play every now and then. Let's see this manual. Then we have Soul Nomad, Phantom of the Brave double pack from NIS Classics Volume 1. They're both strategy games. I played through the Phantom Brave one almost all the way through. and I still need to play Soul Nomad. But there's that. Got the case. It also has a CD in here. And then this little art book. So lots of goodies in there. I like that, and I need to get the rest of them. I only have this and one other. And here is that other one. I have the second collection, I think. Yeah, volume 2. It has ZHP and Makai Kingdom. Haven't played either one, but I look forward to it one day. Now here's Super Mario Odyssey with the bonus Traveler's Guide. One of the best 3D platformers ever made. It's basically an art book. Yes. And then we have Trinity Trigger. This one was okay up until it got really difficult at the end, and I just gave up because you need to play it with a friend to actually get through it, I think. But it does have some cool stuff in here. It has a full, actually double CD. That's really neat. The music was really good. It just needed better everything else. Yeah. See, it even has, like, they went all out for this, except for gameplay, in my opinion. Yeah, but really neat box. And then we're gonna have another one just like it, which is Silent Hope. I haven't played as much of this one yet. It's just a somewhat decent action RPG. I just need to get more into it. It also has a CD and art book. I haven't even opened the CD on this one yet. It feels like it only has one, though not two. Yeah. Alright, we're almost at the end here. Got a collector's edition of Earthlock. It's a really fun turn-based RPG, kind of with a PS1 feel to it. And this collector's edition is really nice. It has a full-on art book. And then it also has a little comic book right here. And this is also a comic. So it has two comics. I forgot that. But yeah, it has a small one and then a pretty large one here. And then we also have a CD. Got some cards here. And then the game I need to open because I own this digitally, so I haven't opened it yet, but oh, it's already kind of opening itself. Yeah. Cool, it has a manual. Alright. There we go, not much of one, but it still has one. There we go, and now I can play it physically. Now we have one item left. Grapple Dog. Now, this is an adorable little platformer that I just started playing yesterday. The collector's edition is not as good as the Earthlock one. I'm realizing that now because they're made by the same people, but the Earthlock one was the first collector's they did, and Grapple Dog was number 10. So you can tell the quality and the contents have gone down. Well, not the quality, but the contents. You get Steelbook in this one. You don't get that in the other one. You get the game and a little keychain. You get a CD, which, oh my god, the music has been so good. Now, and then you also get a sticker sheet, cardboard sleeve, postcard, and that's it. Some cards, that's it. Yeah. Not as good as the other one, but still fine. I've been enjoying the game so much. And with that, that's the last one for the day. We're done. We're done. Yeah. Until next time, I hope you all have a great day, and I'm gonna work on beating some of these games now. Till next time. Bye.